Right, just showing that this stuff here, if you have any dog fur babies, I mean, as you can see, it's for dogs or cats on the box. But this stuff you can only get from the vets. But this is the best stuff for dogs, or obviously cats, but I'm treating a dog, fur baby. This is the best stuff for ongoing medical ear conditions where they get ear infections. This stuff really works. It helps clear it up until the next time they get another ear infection, and then you have to treat them again. So literally you get a new syringe with the medicine, and on the syringe you literally just do on the where it says the 2, I just put like up to the 2 on the syringe, and you put 2 in each ear, and then I do it a certain amount of times a day. Yeah. So, and then you do it until you finish the course. But this is the best ear stuff for ongoing ear infections. It clears it up until the next time, and then you have to go to the vets to get this stuff. But yeah, this is the best stuff for ears, for dog fur babies. So that's what it's called. But this is what I have to get for one of my fur babies, because he has an ongoing ear condition. But this is the best stuff. And I know they give you, I've got this other wash stuff, and they say, oh yeah, clean their ear out with it, and then put this in afterwards. But what I found is by using, hang on a minute, let me get the other stuff to show it to you. 2 minutes. Let me just get it so you can see it. I don't like using this stuff because it just makes it more sore. Right, let me show you. I've just got it. Right, this stuff here, it's something the vet will give you. It's called an ear cleaner for dogs, yeah? So they tell you to clean the animal's ear with this first. Now this, I do not believe in using it, because my dog has ongoing ear infections. Keep cleaning this while they've got an ear infection, it makes it sorer and it hurts them more. So I don't want to make their ear redder. I don't want to make it sorer when they've got an ongoing ear condition. So even when the vets give me this and I have to buy it, and I'm like, yeah, all right, but I don't use it. Not on my dog with ear infections, because I don't want to make it sorer by keep rubbing it about to clean it. So forget that stuff. Let's move that out of the way. So what I do is I go straight into using the medicine, and I put it in both ears when the ear infection's really flaring up and you get all this browny gunge and it's sore. Now remember, it's sore already. So I'm not going to be wanting to sit there using this to clean their ear out when it's sore already. I want to forget this cleaning stuff that does nothing but make it sore. And yeah, you're going to clean it, but this makes the ear sorer. And I don't want my poor fur baby to be in any more discomfort than needs to be. Right? So we go straight into the medicine. And the medicine, this helps get rid of it anyways, because you put it in their ears, you massage the ear gently with the medicine inside, that you put the drops in each ear. Then you gently get hold of both ears and gently massage. Not hard, because obviously it's sore from the ear infection, yeah? And then this stuff really does work, gets rid of it until the next time. Then when the next time happens and we know it's flaring up again, we go back to this medicine, and it will be ongoing. If you have a fur baby that has one ear infection that isn't ongoing, go to the vets, ask for this stuff. This is the correct stuff that gets rid of ear infection straight away, yeah? But in my case, I have a fur baby, it's ongoing. So when it flares up, we treat it with this, and then when it doesn't need it, we don't use it until it flares up again, and we go back to using this. As much as the vets means well with this stuff, it's not a very good idea. As you can see, ear cleaner. I'm not going to be putting this in my fur baby's ear because it just makes it sorer. But naturally, this stuff not only treats it, but it also cleans it naturally. And then when the ear flares down from the ear infection, then I'm going to clean the ear very gently when it's more, to do that then. I'm not going to sit there cleaning their ear out at the beginning when it's sore and all flared up and horrible and nasty and really sore and angry. But yeah, use that first straight away to make it feel better. And don't be cleaning the ears with this, because as much as they say, oh yeah, clean the ears, blah, blah, blah. And they always tell you at the beginning, clean their ears with this. I don't understand why. Why are you going to clean their ears with this to begin with, when this is what's going to hurt their ear and make it even like more flared up? And we don't want to do that because we're trying to get rid of it. So at the beginning, use that first. And then after the ear infection's gone, then use a little bit of this to clean the ear afterwards. Not clean the ear first with this when it's really sore and flared up. Anyways, I'm just showing what works, okay? So if you've got a fur baby with ongoing ear conditions, this is the stuff you need to get from the vets, okay? It's all right saying, oh yeah, give them a steroid and all of that, and give them steroids ongoing. But the problem I've got is that my fur baby has another medical condition, which you can't keep giving them certain medications, which will upset their tummy even more, yeah? So it's like I then use other things that I know that work, thumbs up. I'm not going to aggravate certain things on top. So thumbs down, I'm not going to be doing that, yeah? What we want to see is the thumbs up, what works, then we're going to use it, thumbs up, yeah? And we're not going to aggravate other medical conditions, right? So we're going to use the certain things that we need to ongoing that are going to make it the best outcome, most comfortable as possible, and better treatment all round, so that's the thumbs up, yeah? That's what we're going to be doing. Anyways, at the beginning, on the journey, like I say, my rescue fur baby, we knew about some stuff, we didn't know about all stuff, so it was a little bit, got to figure out what works, what don't work. And I know the vets always want to give out steroids and things like that, but steroids is not always the answer. Another thing, if you have a fur baby, whether it be a dog or a cat, and it has a sensitive stomach or an ongoing condition with its stomach, dog or cat, you need to only go and buy off the shelves anything that says sensitive biscuits for dogs or cats, sensitive meat that it says on it's sensitive. You have to buy your dog or your cats everything sensitive in food, which if you're buying from the shops, yeah? But it has to have sensitive on it. Now, if you're going to feed them normal human food, you can. It's better for them. Like fish, any kind of fish, because it's got oils in it. If you're going to do tuna, don't do brine, only do water, yeah? If you're going to cook things like mushrooms and things like that, a little bit of light flora butter, yeah? Because it's good, it's got the oils, it's healthy, it's light, it's not going to make them obese. It's also nice on the mushrooms when you cook it for them. It's good for the skin, the nails, the hair, so on. Eggs is another good one. Rice is another good one. Carrots, I will always emphasise carrots. Carrots has something in it which is fantastic for your dog's brain, yeah? So you imagine if you've got a hyperactive dog, go and get yourself some carrots, because carrots has something special in it that helps bring your dog's brain down to chilling right out, unwinding, and it stops them from being hyper or like, But yeah, carrots. The other thing, you can give them potato, mushy peas, sweet corn. You can give them most foods. Don't never give them onion, yeah? Don't never give them onion. If you're cooking, and this is what I'll say to everybody, always cook your food, yeah? because this is the bit I don't understand, why people are lazy, and they'll do these videos and they're like, yeah, give them this raw stuff. Oh yeah, give them raw bones. Give them raw. And you're like, what? And did you know if you do raw food badly, you can poison your poor animals and actually end up where they're in the vets, costing you a lot of money, fighting for their lives to live. And some cases, in most cases, they end up dead because of raw foods being done badly and wrong. Yeah. So you think, as a human being, you wouldn't sit there eating raw food, and the only thing that you do eat raw, if you choose to, would be, well, some people eat raw eggs to do with the gym. I think cooking it's better. And then you get some people that will eat raw steak. But like, you wouldn't eat chicken raw yourself, would you? And the thing with bones, when you give animals bones, there's dangers in what can happen, where in a lot of cases where you get people that don't know what they're doing, they've now got a big vet bill because the bones have got lodged or stuck in their throats or their stomachs or so on. And when that happens, you get idiots that end up dumping their animals because they can't afford to pay the vets, you know. So don't give them bones, you know, don't give them chicken bones, don't give them lamb bones, none of that. Sit there, cook the meat, and don't be lazy, but cook the meat. Yeah, that's called not being lazy. And make sure you take all the meat off the bone and give them the meat, not the bones. Yeah, that's called being a thumbs up decent owner and not being lazy. Like, what are you doing it for, bloody hell? You're going to sit there and, oh, I can't be bothered to cook it, so I'm going to teach everybody to give it to them, fry it in a bowl. There you go, eat that. No, I'm just seeing how lazy you are, that you can't be bothered to cook it for your own fur babies, your own fur baby children. You can't be bothered to cook it. And you're putting it all over the internet. Oh, look, I'm throwing it in raw. I mean, if you want to give them raw stuff, then give them sushi or give them fish. They can have raw, yeah? And it's healthy for them. But, yeah, like I say, animals, dogs and that, they can have absolutely, human food is better for them because it has a lot of things in it. You imagine, as the human race, when you eat human food and you sit there cooking it and you do, it's got vitamins and it's got it all naturally in it, in the food that you buy fresh and that you cook and that you eat. And that's the same thing with your dogs and cats. And it's been proven many times over that if you sit there and give them some human food, it actually has been proven, thumbs up, that they live longer. Now, for the many years, done certain tests. Let's turn this camera. Oh, let's turn the camera around so you can see me. But it's been proven over and over again that if you feed your dogs and cats real food, it's better for them and they actually live longer. Yeah. We also, well, I've done a lot of experiments with others over the years. Now, when you go to the vets or to certain shops, they're always like, only give dogs dog food, only give cats cat food. They can only have biscuits or tins or what we say. And you're like, right. And in the past, you know, you think, well, I remember when I was a kid in my time, everyone used to feed their animals like real food, not just that tin stuff, not just that processed biscuit bag stuff, you know. In my time, we fed them real food as well, and they lived a lot longer in years. And then I noticed when they changed it all and said, oh no, they can't have this, that, no. And they changed the rules, and they kept saying to people, no, they can only have animal stuff. Anything that says animal on it, that's all they can have. And that's because there was also an outbreak where some idiots were giving chocolate to their fur babies, and they was basically poisoning their animals. Well, chocolate is not a good thing to give them, right? And it's like, for some reason, people think, oh, I'll give them milk. But hang on, if you're giving a milk, you can't go, it's a cat, give it human milk. Human milk to cats is bad, yeah? But like I say, if you're cooking it within food and it's cooked, then it's not bad. So it's like, do you see what I'm saying? It's called cook it, yeah? But you can't sit there and get a bowl of milk, stick it in a microwave and go, well, I've just cooked up the milk, or even on the cooker, I've cooked up the milk, now and give them cooked milk like that. You can't do it like that. If it's mixed in with the food, yeah, and it's a slight bit of milk and it's cooked in with the food together a little bit, that's not harmful, yeah? So there is a certain way of doing it. But like I say, so anyways, we did what, you know, older vets and everybody's saying, oh, you can only give them bags of food or tins of food that says dog or cat on it. That's all they can eat. Well, we did that. We tried that. And I learnt my animals are dying quicker. I learnt that my animals didn't live that long. So me and the family and people got talking. I was like, think about what we used to do years ago that we stopped doing because they said it was bad for dogs and cats. And you think when we stopped doing that, look at all of our animals on the data, real data that we have as evidence, real evidence, that our animals are not living longer, our animals are dying quicker, our animals are getting all these problems, you know, and you're thinking, something not right here. So we went back to doing what we used to do. And guess what? Our animals started living longer again and looking healthier and doing better. And that's what we all want in our fur baby children, yeah? We want them to live longer. We want them to be healthier, you know, or healthy as possible. So we want all those things. So, yeah, I mean, it's okay to occasionally put into their diet some biscuits or some of that tin stuff. That's fine, right? But don't sit there and think that's all they can have, because you imagine the way I'll describe it on a human terms. If I sat there only giving you sweets, right, and you can only have these sweets all day long, or just live on crisps, right? You can only have crisps, that'd be a better one. You can only have crisps, and then you can only eat this processed, tinned, say meatballs, right? You can only live on that, right, for the rest of your whole life. You'd be ill. You would die quicker because you're lacking in a lot of things you ain't getting. So I'm trying to explain it on a human level term so that you can understand this is what you're doing to your poor dogs, cats and your fur baby children. So no one wants that. And we've got so much evidence all around the world, what works, what don't, what's better for them and what's not better for them, you know. And we've all proved it together. It's all over the internet. But anyways, like I said, I'm just doing this update video to talk about some bits and pieces, bits and bobs, and I always go off the thing and then I come back on it and come back on. I'm always like that. But I'm very real. So what you see is what you get. I'm not going to sit there and go, oh no, I'm going to lie to you because that makes me popular. Or I'm going to lie to you because, oh, you like me more when I lie. Or I'm going to lie to you because I make it so much more interesting than the truth. But come on, I'd much rather have the truth than sit there be hurting my poor fur babies. I'd much rather have the truth, you know, because it's like, if you look at a human, just as an example, if you've got a human child, really, if you're a real parent, you want to know what the best is. You want to be looking after your children human to the best of your ability and for the real right reasons, for everything you do, for the better outcomes, for real. And that's the same with your animals or your fur babies. You want the same as well. So, right, I'm going now, but this is just an update video on one of my fur babies. But yeah, doing fantastic. And we've now found out what works, what don't work, what works best, what don't work best. Oh, another thing. This stuff is for the tummy. But yeah, this is all right. So what you do is you give a certain amount. Where was it? You got a certain amount of lines on there. You scroll this little plastic thing down, and it comes out with the medicine out of there. You just mix a little bit in that with their food, and that helps with their tummy. That does help. Yeah, that does help. It doesn't get rid of it, but it does help for the ongoing ones. If you've got a fur baby where it's not ongoing, but they need some of this just to help with what they got going on with their tummy, ask the vet for some of that. But you can buy some of this online. You don't have to go to the vet for this one. So you can go vets, or you can buy some of it online. Yeah, this is the medicine for the tummies. If you've got ongoing animals with tummy problems, this is the stuff to buy. And it's, I think I pay 14 something for one of these. But yeah, if you go to the vet, it's probably a little bit more dearer. But wherever you are at the time, if you've got to get hold of it, then go buy it where you've got to buy it. But yeah, if you've got animals with ongoing tummy conditions, get some of this stuff. All right, let's do it that way. Yeah, get some of, oh, what way does that go? Oh, I'm sorry, you'll have to figure it out. My camera's doing weird things. Yeah, it's doing weird things. But yeah, if you get some of that, but like I say, yeah, if you get some of that, there's the instructions. But yeah, it's basically for animals with ongoing tummy conditions. Or if you've got an animal that's got an upset tummy or what, get some of that, and it really does help. Okay, but yeah, I found that steroids was not the way forward. It's all right going and keep putting steroids on my poor dog, but he's got other medical conditions, so it's like, well, I can't keep pumping him full of certain other stuff because that's not good for his other medical conditions. So I was like, no, I've got to find another way. And because I've worked in the industries and, you know, blah, 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 so I know already what I'm doing. And then with me, the vets and other people that I know that are working in the industry or used to work in the industry, you know, as well as me, we all get chatting. And we've got so much knowledge on certain things anyways. So I'm like, well, I'm going to think outside the box. And sometimes it's all right going, oh, I've got to go to the vets and pay all this money out, but they're costing like grands and grands and grands, and you're like, oh. Then you wonder why people get rid of their poor fur baby children and they buy new ones and dump them, you know. But yeah, no, I don't want to be doing that because I absolutely adore my fur baby children. So, and I knew what I was getting into when I took them on, when I got them as well. So I'm obviously going to think outside the box and find other ways that I know that can be used, and I'm going to keep going with that. But human thrush cream and human thrush, one tablet you get, you can use that. Oh, come on, 2 minutes. You can use that. You can use that on your dog. Yeah. So if you've got a dog that's got showing signs on the feet, the elbows, or, you know, like eczema or skin condition, get yourself a bit of thrush cream and a thrush pill, but only give them one pill. Pardon me. You give them one thrush pill, and then you just carry on treating them with the thrush cream. But you also need to get hold of some hippie scrub, whichever way you want to pronounce it. And it's a antibacterial bath wash. So basically you get them in the bath, you wash it all over their fur, but you have to, when they're in the bath, shush a minute please, I'll just tell them what's happening. But yeah, when they're in the bath, what you need to do is just let them soak with the hippie scrub on their fur. So it just soaks in. So massage it all in gently. Leave it on in the bath on them to soak in. Leave it for about 10-15 minutes. and then you gently wash it off, yeah? And then you should always do the hippie scrub bath. You don't do it too often because it's bad to bath them too much. But whilst you're doing the treatment, if it's flaring up or you need to use it at the time, then you do the bath wash. Then once they're dry, then you do the thrush medication, yeah? You don't, come here please, you don't do the thrush pill. Yeah, you don't do the thrush pill every day. You just do that one dose, yeah? And then you just carry on with the thrush medication. What you doing? Come here, please, Bubba. All right, good girls. But yeah, so you just, yeah, you just do that. But when you need to bath them, you don't want to bath them like every single time. You just bath them the one time. Also, if they've got areas where it's known for flaring up and the fur changes a certain colour, it can go brown, it can go like a blacky brown, or it can go like a pink or a red or a bit flary, you know. And when it flares up like that, what you need to do is gently, if you can't do it by yourself, then get someone to help you. But you need to get a razor, well, not a razor, you can even use hair clippers, you know, like animal hair clippers or human clippers. That's just as good. Do not use a razor unless your animal sits there really dead still, then do that, but otherwise don't. Or, you know, them, I use not just the hair shavers, but I also use, you know, them things you get for your nose hair, and it's got a little 1 or 2 batteries in it, and you put it in your nose to do your, and it goes zzz, and it's got like the little metal thing on the end to do your nose hair. I'll get one of those, and it actually gives a finer shave, just as good as, and it's a lot smaller and easier. So just get hold of one of those, and it shaves the area. So you shave the area of the hair off. So now you've got nice, no hair there, yeah? Now you can work with what you're doing with the treatment. Then you put the treatment on. Another thing I found really good is they're supposed to be dog shoes, but I'm not a believer in the dog shoe things. I know people look fantastic and cute when they do it, each to their own, but I'm not into doing stuff like that. But one of the products, it is meant to put on your dog's all 4 feet. So you put it on all 4 feet, and it's got like a strap that goes across the back, so it holds the 4 boots on the feet of your fur baby. I got hold of some of that, and I put the medicine on their feet. I've done another video of it somewhere. Yeah, I've done another video. Excuse me. Come here. Yeah, I've done another video. I've done another video of I've put the video up of the boots that I use on my fur baby's feet when I put the medicine. So I put the medicine on the feet, and then I put the little shoe things on, and then what it does, it gives enough time for the medicine to soak into all those areas to treat the treatment that, yeah, of the area. So it really gets in every nook and cranny, which is great. So I think for a medical reason for those boots, I don't know why you're not selling them as medical boots as well as just normal shoe boots for people to wear as just shoes on their animals. I think they're actually a great medical tip. So I don't know why you don't put medical boots or boots to wear as shoes for your animals. So it should be both, really. I think that's very good. But that's what I use them for anyways. Right, I'm going to go now. I've done an update video a little while ago, so obviously that's a new update, but we do know now that certain things are ongoing, so not really much to update now, is there, when I know it's ongoing? So I'll just carry on with my fur baby doing, hello, look, my little chihuahua, Bubby. Hello, Bubby. Look, Bubby's getting in. Hey, Bubby. Hey, oh look, my Prinny's getting in now and all. Hello, Prin. Yeah, so what I will do is I mean, I can do more updates, but there's nothing much to update when I know that certain things are ongoing for the rest of one of my fur babies' life. So I know I just got to treat it when it's like flaring up, or we got it doing it again, and then treat it to get it back down to the best part of how it's ever going to be, at the best of what it looks like when it's at its best. And then when it starts playing up again, then do all the treatments again and just keep doing that. So there's nothing really more to update on it, really, because I now know it's ongoing. But at the same time, I now know what works best, what works around all the different medical conditions going on, and what's less harmful and not going to hurt my fur baby in the process. Let's get Bubby in. Hey, baby, look. Bubby. Say hello, Bubby. Oh, you give me Bubby kisses. Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, I'll do other updates. But not updates about this, really, because we all now know what it is and what to do and what not to do and blah, blah, blah. Right, so I hope my videos help other people out there. But just remember, steroids for animals, yeah, it's all right for certain things, but you shouldn't have to feel like steroids is the answer long term. I'd understand if your animal's got arthritis, or if your animal's got cancer, if your animal's got severe certain other medical conditions that's real painful, then yeah, I would give the steroids for that, yeah, because it's like a pain relief. But at the same time, if you've got an animal fur baby like what I've got, where if I give them certain stuff that's going to hurt them even more because of their medical condition, then I'm not going to want to keep giving them that certain stuff, because how can I explain it? Imagine you as a human being, you've got a very sensitive inside body, and I keep giving you a load of medication that, yeah, all right, it's pain relief. Okay, you're not feeling the pain, but it's going to flare up your medical condition. So it's kind of like it's helping you, but it's kind of not. So it's like rubbing you up and down the wrong way. Yeah, it's not good. But when vets put steroids on animals, I mean, yeah, it's good. Okay, you're giving them pain relief, you're saying this, that, and that. But long term, all the time, I mean, it's something that elder animals normally get to make the last of their days comfortable before they die, you know. But when you've got younger ones, and steroids is not always the answer, you know. I mean, Metacam, that's better. Loxicom, that's better. Loxicom and Metacam for dogs, right, I find is the better medicine than the steroid stuff when they give it in pills or whatever. I don't think that's great. But yeah, Metacam and Loxicom, they're the two top medicines for pain relief that are the better ones, you know, if you're going to use it on your animals. Right, I'm going to go now. Bubby. My little chihuahua. My little chihuahua. Look, Bubby. Look. Look, who's that? Is that you? She's trying to give me kisses. Oh, no, I know. You're giving me wet ones. Yeah, Bubby. Oh, Baba. Oh, you loving Mama. Are you loving Mama, you beautiful girl? Right, I'm going now. Right, I hope that helps other people out there that need the help or don't know what to do. And, you know, I hope my videos help you with your fur babies. But, yeah, if you ever need to ask questions or anything, then just send me a message and I'll help you out. But yeah, I know what it's like. Not everybody can sit there, keep going to the vets and going, oh, here's some grands, you know. And sometimes you feel like you go in the vets. Yeah, vets do help. But sometimes they drag certain things out, or they'll say, yeah, have this done, have that done. I know the vets means well, but I suppose because myself and others, we know what we're doing. It's like we just need certain medicines from the vets, you know. But then it's like years ago, if you've got animals with eye conditions that need eye drops, you normally get one little squirty thing for one eye, one little squirty thing for the other eye. Yeah, so you normally get two squirty things for one either eye. You don't share them. Yeah, so you don't give one to share in both eyes, because then what you're doing is you're passing it back and forth by sharing it in both eyes, only one of the medicines. So then what happens is, one, it's not enough medicine to get rid of it. Two, yeah, you shouldn't be sharing one medicine in both eyes, because you're just re-spreading it. Yeah. So when you have animals, any real vet would know, you get one medicine little drop thing, one for each eye. Yeah. And then that gets rid of it, and you're not passing it back and forth to each eye, and it gets rid of it. And I even know that much. But some of the vets today, I know, not all vets, but I notice some of the newer generation, they're like, here's one little eye drop, but share it in both eyes. One, that's not enough medicine. Two, you're making share from both eyes, and now it's not going away, and now I'm back at the vets. Well, you told me one of those gets rid of it. Well, now why am I back at the vets saying it ain't worked? It's still happening. Now what? You should be giving me one for each eye. Yeah, not one for both eyes. Two for each eye, yeah? And then I got rid of it. Yeah? Anyways, right, I'm going now. Mwah. Right. Hope you enjoy my videos. Hope it helps you as the public, the people, or people out there with similar problems and you need the help, or you don't have loads of money. You know, I hope this reaches you and helps you out with your fur babies as well. Your fur baby children too. And you as the owners, as the parents, as mum and dad to the fur baby children. Mwah.